In a recent interview with Rolling Stone magazine, James Gunn reveals that in his mind, Taika Waititi, the director of Thor Ragnarok and Thor Love and Thunder, saved Guardians of the Galaxy 3 by writing Thor out of the team and separating the two, because James Gunn had no idea that by the end of Endgame, that Thor would be left on the team, and that he had no idea what to do with him. People still say I don't criticize Marvel enough, but here goes another one. You should add this to the list of like a dozen criticisms over the last month or so, but hey, let's just put our blinders on and pretend I'm just fanboying everything they do, even though I'm not, because this is proof that Marvel Studios is sort of losing their footing. I mean, just think of this. James Gunn literally told Rolling Stone magazine he had no plans for Thor. He didn't even know Thor was going to be on the Guardians team. When he saw the ending of Endgame, he was like, wait, what am I supposed to do with him now? And it's only due to delays that Taika was able to do what he did and write the Guardians off into their own corner and let James Gunn continue his story without Thor being there, because as James Gunn revealed, he literally didn't know what to do, because then Thor would have to be a Guardians member, and that would clash with the themes of the third film about this whole family that started from the beginning. That's a problem. Like, that's inherently a problem. I don't care if you are the most diehard MCU fanboy and you can't find a fault in anything. This is a problem because the two directors were lacking some communication from the bigger studio, and we know at this time that James Gunn was still working on stuff, as well as Taika, and they weren't even dead set on the Guardians being like this team that involved Thor. It's just sort of insane, in my opinion, that this is how they handled it. And James Gunn saying that he's thankful and that Taika saved Guardians from having to deal with the Thor factor and taking away from the film is absolutely bizarre. Like, this just sort of tells you how the studio mandates and these like arbitrary placements of things just because have to be dealt with in such a weird way. Like, Marvel Studios has definitely gone in a different direction, and I hope that they can sort of figure out what worked with those early 3 phases, even though if it wasn't all great, as some people make it out to be now with revisionist history and their nostalgia glasses. Like, people are now saying they always loved Ant-Man 1, and that was like this gem, when all the same people hated it and felt like it was nothing. And remember, if it ain't right, it ain't right, or whatever. I think they do need to go back to that old style of let the director choose and tell them what's going to happen, because all this secrecy could only hinder things. And we're already seeing that it kind of did. We could have had more, I don't know, an actual Thor arc in Love and Thunder, instead of spending the first 30 minutes with him showing the Guardians how to do everything in a comedic manner, where they came off as super serious compared to him. Really weird.